What's up, everybody? Rage here. Today we're going to take a look at this PowerMac G5 here. But this ain't no ordinary PowerMac G5. So, you guys don't know, I got the old Mac Pro right there. Got the G5, there's another one behind the wall. Those two I picked up at the computer festival, the VCF to be exact. And unfortunately, I found out one of them wasn't a quad. I did a whole live stream about it. You guys want to go check it out here. But I did buy one of them for one intention. I bought two of them because I wanted one, as the actual G5, and the other one as a donor. However, they ended up both working. I kind of wanted to keep the single core G5, just to run regular G5 stuff on, such as the older macOS versions and all that. And I want to keep the dual one, which luckily was a dual because I found out it's actually the best compatible one for the Xbox dev stuff, which I actually want to do with it. So it kind of had me in kind of a bit of a, dilemma here. I'm like, I really don't want to scrap any of them. I really don't want to strip down a perfectly working G5. So I'm like, let me go on Marketplace and pick up another G5. But this isn't no ordinary G5. This is actually something that I've been wanting to do for 10 years. So this is the shell of a G5. That's actually already been modified. So this is a project that I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. So all of this is blind for me. I don't know anything about this here. All I know is it has the ATX mod on here. The biggest sell point was that it has the cutout on the back already. So I don't even have to go in here and do any cutting and find this sheet. Because actually I found a while ago where you can get these from, and it turns out that I think they're overseas, so with tariff charges and all that, it wasn't even worth it. I paid $50 for this case. The guy was trying to sell it for 100, but he put it down to 50. I told him, hey, you want to wait till Friday? He's like, sure. So it's Friday, got the case, bought it for $50, and I mean, yeah, for the kit already pre-cut, already pre-done for $50, I ain't complaining. He also included these as well too. I don't know what this is. If anyone knows what this is, let me know. I think this is like the power supply or something. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look it up, see what kits and 3D printable stuff is for it. Unfortunately, it didn't include the shield here, or not the shield, the I/O right here. But that's no big deal. I'm probably gonna make that bottom one USB-C, USB-A, and then the headphone jack. Well, the headphone jack. But I do want to grab the power button, because that's not the original one that was on there. I mean, it's no big deal, but I want to see if I can get the light to work on there as well, kind of like the original. Because for the Mac Pro over there, I did actually modify the light on there. If this will focus, oh my god, man, I cannot. Hold on. You know what I mean. Oh, focus on shadow. Oh my god. I changed the light blue and I tapped it into the power button, so I also have an LED strip going on in there. But anyway, I do want to get the original power button, but it was pretty nice that, oh my god, is this phone gonna work? Hold on. I also noticed he included another one of these. I don't know if this is the aftermarket one or if he just had an extra one, because there's already one on there. So I don't know where this came from. I think it probably came from maybe the front, but I mean, he also included some fans as well too. I didn't even know he included this until I opened the case. He also got the Be Quiet fan here, of course, and then a Cooler Master fan, which I don't remember what this part is for exactly. If anyone knows, I think let me know. I think it goes up here somewhere, something like that. I don't know. Nor do I care. Also got the brackets as well. He did say he tried to keep it as stock as possible, which is pretty cool. I do have a G5 to reference off of. I actually got two of them, so I could just make some match parts or whatever, if anything. So I can make this work. But the fact that this thing has its own custom back plate here, and also has this board here, is already amazing. Also, he went ahead and created this here, which I'm probably going to find a thicker one, because I mean this will work no problem, but if I can improve this, why not, right? So I'm gonna get a thicker gauge wire for this, put it on here. But I mean, at least we got that as well too, so that way we're not figuring out how to do the power supply. He did say the only thing you gotta worry about is figuring out how to mount the power supply, but I think we can figure that out. My biggest concern though is that it's funny is I didn't even notice this, but a while ago I bought this like a couple years ago, and I have yet to use it because I was going to build me another computer. This has been sitting here brand new in a box for about 2-3 years now. Not even joking, I bought this when it came out because I thought it was like a limited edition. Only downside is not only it's going to be upside down, but I'm going to have to figure out how to flip this, but it's going to be a little upside down. I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably get away with it the way it is, other than the IO board right here being upside down. But it also, as you can see, it will not fit in there. It's not going to fit. But anyway, so what I got to do now is I got to pretty much just going to take this back plate off here. I got to kind of modify a little bit, take a little bit more out. I'm not really keeping the disk drive here since, I mean, who uses DVDs anyway? I think the Mac Pro has a working disk drive. Oh my God, every time I point it over, it doesn't focus. But I don't think it even has the disk drive in there. I don't remember. But I see, like, that's how frequently I use it. So maybe we got a Be Quiet fan here. So we're gonna figure it out. I might even do water cooling on here. I see somebody do a Mac Pro build. it was an amateur channel, I could tell. It says, oh yeah, the Mac Pro is not designed to be taken apart. Oh man, you got to do the CMOS battery. That's gonna be a whole project or whatever. I'm like, I was really looking at CMOS battery as if it was opening it up. You didn't even have to use a screwdriver to get it out, other than maybe getting the graphics card out, but that's a whole different thing. But he ended up flipping it upside down, which was my concept originally. But not only that the Apple logo is gonna be upside down, and not only that this here is going to be upside down as well, and maybe the buttons will be a little easier to reach, but this is going to be up here with screws. I mean, I guess it'd be cool for water cooling, but it's just not my cup of tea here, especially with the feet showing. So it's just going to be the other way around. No big deal, but oh my God, oh boy. Get this back turned around here, no problem. There you go. But anyways, let's go and open this. Let's go and take this out and see if we can get that back piece out. And yeah, so as you can see, it's a little scuffed up here. I'm not worried about the scuffs. I got some planned for this here, so let's go and open this up. There's the specs of it and the serial number if you want it. So anyway, what I gotta do here is I gotta remove these screws here. It looks like, I don't know if these are custom or not. They also have these. Oh my God, this wasn't even tightened. Well, I guess I can start taking this piece out. I don't know if some of these are for the board or what they are. Wait. Oh my God, none of these are even tightened. Are you serious? Oh, that's the case. Are these? I think these are tight. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, apparently these just come off no problem. So I know there's probably somebody out there looking this up right now. This is the last place they think to look for this at. But if you're looking to try to get these off here, this little piece off. If you look underneath, there's actually this little like retaining clip. All you gotta do is just put your nail underneath it, or like a flathead screwdriver, and you just pry it outwards. So here, let me show you real quick. Like that. After you do that, you should be able to take this out, and then this whole rail should just be able to come right off. Able to work if we took this off, right? So there was supposed to be a retaining clip on there, but it doesn't exist. However, what we can do now is we can just go and push it over as far as we can get it. This whole thing should be able to come, a little persuasion, should just come right off. There you go. And then you'll be able to take this out. Right, there you go. We got the piece out. You know how hard it is to get those out on the newer Mac Pros? Type of Wi-Fi card right there. I don't know exactly what that is. Probably some temperature sensor, but for what we're gonna do with this case, I don't think we'll need that. So we're going to just take that off because we ain't gonna need that. All right, guys. So with a couple washers, you could probably get this in way better condition than what it is right here. However, if I can find it, here we go. You know what's weird is actually I noticed this on like every G5 that I've gotten. It has this plastic around it, which actually is like that from the factory. You can actually just like take it off, no big deal. Probably should keep it on, but we're just gonna take it off because I already took it off the other two and it's not really needed. I thought somebody like taped it on here. I'm like thinking like, are these panels coming off? But it actually has a cutout that's perfectly rounded right there. And what are the odds it's on 2 G5s? So that's when I found out it's just protective plastic that no one ever just takes off. So it's okay. I'm keeping this anyway. I don't mind decreasing the value of it. We should just be able to lock it in, and it's a little loose, but I think we'll be able to fix that no problem. I did go ahead and bend the little tabs inside just a little bit more, just so it's a little more snug and secure. Well, for what it is, it ain't bad. We can more than likely improve this. So that's be for another time though. It should be fine the way it is. But other than that, let's see if this board fits in here, which it is still in this here. I haven't even, look at this, I haven't even undone this here. So let me go and take these off real quick. All right, so this is the first time, oh, forgot one. All right, this is the first time we're taking it out of this packaging here. And this is one thing I really don't understand with this motherboard. Even though I really, really like it, I just don't understand why they had such good artwork on the back of it. Oh my God, it looks so good. I haven't seen it. This is the first time I took it out of this packaging here. I don't know what that little spot is there, but that's no big deal. But yeah, this is the first time I ever took it out of its box. So let's see here. I'm gonna pull this off. I'm gonna make this work one way or another. I don't know how, but we're gonna make it work somehow. Here's the problem. It doesn't seat in all the way, because it looks like they have some type of, like, I don't know what it is, but I think what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to grab these, cut it, and put it closer, which I think is part of the modification. But he did say you try to keep it as stock as possible. But you can see here the motherboard doesn't even press up against it. And on top of that, the screw holes don't even line up. And I'm pretty sure it's the same all across it. Yep, even for the stock standoffs. Yeah, there's one right there. I don't know about any other ones. Oh, here is this one? Nope, that's not one. Either way, screws don't line up. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do a little bit more modification. It looks like it has a cutoff for it already. So I think we may just be able to do it. No problem here. And it looks like it has the shield on here. So yeah, this thing's gonna need a little bit of modification. No biggie though. We could probably make this work one way somehow. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out, right? Other than that, it is starting to show here. Definitely start getting motivation to actually build this. But yeah, I definitely want to make this work. But actually, one thing before I do, I want to see if I can flip that real quick here. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to flip this over. I really wish I was able to. However, the screw standoff's like this, so when I flip it over, it's like this now, and it pushes into the SATA ports right here. I'm not going to solder those off because I'm probably going to use those, even though this thing has like 4 M.2 slots. So anyway, I guess all we're going to do now is I'm probably just going to have to put this all back in the box. Well, obviously put it back in the box because we got a long road ahead of us to get this going. Still got to do a bit of modifications to the case with the metal, and then also got to go ahead and we're going to paint it. So we're going to make this, I'm probably going to make this like into a full Sonic build, or maybe like a Mecha Sonic build, or Metal Sonic build maybe, because I already did the Mecha build with the Mecha Blazers. So anyway, it is crazy I finally got one of these. I want to give a shout out to that guy on Facebook for holding this for me until Friday. He was a pretty cool one. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.